Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear grade 9. Today we are going to start unit number 5. Topic is Daffodils. This is the poem which is written by William Wordsworth. We will see in detail comprehension of this very poem. First of all, we will read the text and then we will observe vocabulary words also. After that, we will explain each stanza in detail. Daffodils by William Wordsworth. Before going to start our poem, we will see life of our poet, William Wordsworth. Basically, he was the son of a lawyer. So after taking his degree at Cambridge University, he traveled in France. At first, he hailed the French Revolution, but later he became disillusioned with its excess and violence. On his return to England, he wrote poems about the scenery and people of the English countryside. Just because of his love for nature, he was known as poet of nature. So in the very first stanza, we will see that he is saying that I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Here we can see wandering means moving aimlessly. Vales and hills, a naturally raised area of land, fluttering, hover by, fluffing the wings quickly and lightly. Crowd mean group of people, breeze, a gentle wind. So in this very stanza, poet is comparing himself to a floating cloud which is passing over hills and valleys, and he was on a stroll through the countryside when he suddenly came across countless yellow daffodils. These daffodils were beside a lake under trees, and the flowing breeze made the daffodils flutter, and it seemed as if they were dancing. In the next stanza, continuous as stars that shine and twinkle on Milky Way, they stretched in never ending line along the margin of a bay. Then 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling rays in the glee. A poet couldn't but be gay. In such a jocund company, I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Here we will see twinkle like shine like a star, stretched means spread, Milky Way, galaxy, margin, edge or border. Tossing means moving to and fro. Sprightly means full of energy. So in these lines, William Wordsworth, he is saying that daffodils appear to be as continuous as the twinkling stars on the Milky Way galaxy. He is further saying that they were arrayed in a seemingly unending line along the bank of the adjacent bay. So, to the poet, it seemed as if 10,000 daffodils were bobbing in the gentle breeze, and he imagined them to be engaged in a lively dance. For often, when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with clear fills and dance with the daffodils. Couch means a sofa or bed, pensive, thoughtful mood, solitude, loneliness. So, in these lines, poet is saying that whenever I feel that I am in low spirits, at the sight of the golden daffodils flashes in his mind, in my mind, and he said that it fills my player with joy and happiness, and it seems to me as if my heart is still dancing with the daffodils. So we can easily combine our lesson by saying that in this very poem, poet is trying to give us the message that nature is very beautiful and it is having very long lasting effects upon our thoughts, upon our minds. He said that we, every one of us, are so caught up in the nitty gritty of our everyday chores and life, we forget to stop for a moment and imbibe the beauty of nature. So he said that we should spare time to observe all these beautiful sights around us, and we should also appreciate all these scenes gracefully. So poem name is definitely Daffodils. Then it is written by William Wordsworth, and poet saw this sight beside the lake under the trees in the countryside area. And in this very poem, the theme of the poem, we can say the most prevalent theme in these poems are overcoming feeling of sadness and the beauty of nature. These are two basic themes, and it is thanks to the beauty of a field or a bunch of daffodils that the poet happens upon that he is able to leave his feelings of melancholy behind. So he is describing himself at the point beginning that he is lonely as a cloud. So this implies feeling of unhappiness. So when he saw a bunch of golden daffodils which are dancing and tossing their heads, so this display of natural beauty brings him joy and possibly reminds him that he is the part of something far bigger than he could ever fathom. So, in a nutshell, daffodils empowered him to put his problems into perspective, transform his sadness into joy, and reflect upon the beauty of what he had seen. So, that's all for today. So, you have to learn the poem by heart, and then, according to the explanation, you can complete textual books, question and answers. This is your home assignment. And here are your questions. You can see them, read them, and complete them. That's all for today. I'll see you with another lesson. Thanks.